Hi, I'm David Mould. What we just saw of San Francisco barely days before the earthquake, that's truly priceless. Surely it's being preserved somewhere, in some vault, in the National Archives maybe, or maybe the Smithsonian. The Smithsonian? Yes, and I'd like to go there. Say the word Smithsonian, and those of us who live in the United States will immediately think museum, the nation's museum. In France, it's the Louvre. The French say Louvre. In the UK, it's the British Museum. Well, here in the United States, it's the Smithsonian. And it's not just one museum, but 19 museums and galleries, mostly in the Washington, D.C. area, as well as one zoo, the National Zoological Park, more commonly known as the National Zoo. All these, beloved, aircraft, dinosaurs, paintings, and photographs are part of the Smithsonian's truly stupendous collection. But they're only part of the reason why I want to film at the Smithsonian. Can you guess what else is drawing me there? If you said artifacts from the earthquake, you'd be correct, but there's more. Now, let me give you a hint. I'm a sucker for stories. When that earthquake struck, the population of San Francisco was roughly at 400,000. That means there were at least 400,000 stories coming out of this earthquake. We could never come close to capturing it all, but there is one story that we believe deserves to be told much more widely than it has. It's the story of a remarkable lady from Gorham, Maine, whose history is as intertwined with San Francisco as is the earthquake of 1906. You know, I'm really not much good at building suspense, so let me come straight to the point. What makes this tale, her tale, so fascinating is that it clearly involves the supernatural. You see, this little lady who's drawing me to the Smithsonian actually saw the earthquake before it occurred. You heard me correctly. She saw it before it happened and wrote about it shortly after it occurred. Who is she? Well, she's all over this website, but we'll let the Smithsonian introduce her to you. In April 2014, the Smithsonian magazine published its list of the top 100 most influential Americans of all time. That list, built upon the Smithsonian's vast treasure house of knowledge, was based not just on what individuals had done, but how they are remembered. To compile it, Smithsonian researchers used an algorithm based on the use of Wikipedia pages. Not surprisingly, that coveted list included persons like President Abraham Lincoln, First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt, and the first man to walk on the moon, astronaut Neil Armstrong. But Ellen White, who was she? And how did she get on this list? What did Smithsonian magazine know that most Americans don't? That's what we'd like to find out. Did they know what she'd predicted about San Francisco back in 1902? Did they know what she saw in vision 2 days before the earthquake in 1906? I don't know, but we'll leave it there for now. Let's move on to our next video and read these statements for ourselves.